Travels. I decided to do my informative speech on mirrorless cameras. Mirrorless cameras is a new craze right now. Everybody's using mirrorless cameras. You have to ask yourself, have you ever taken a photo or used a cell phone as it's for a selfie? If you have, you've used a mirrorless camera. That's a form of a mirrorless camera because it doesn't have a mirror in it. What a mirrorless camera does is it's using a form of taking pictures without using the commonly known mirror that's within the camera. Basically, what a normal camera does is it has a mirror that the light comes in through the lens and reflected on the mirror and is projected onto a memory card. But with the mirrorless camera, it bypasses the mirror. That's why a mirrorless camera is a lot smaller than a regular camera. You can use it for different things. You can use it to take pictures, even in low light. It works a lot in low light. What made me decided to go with the mirrorless camera for the simple fact that you don't have to use a flash with the mirrorless camera. One of the things that I like about the mirrorless camera also is it's compact. Not like a regular camera. Sometimes you see the professional photographers or amateur photographers with the cameras that you change lenses. Usually with the cameras that you change lenses, those are called DSLR cameras. Digital single lens reflex cameras. Those are the ones that you see photographers with where they change the lenses on the camera from a zoom lens to a micro lens, or like if they want to film something or take pictures of something far away. Usually at sporting events you see a lot of them. But with a mirrorless camera, you can use the same type of lenses. The only thing is the mirrorless camera is a lot smaller, more compact, easy to carry around. And with the mirrorless camera, you can take beautiful pictures even in low light. Matter of fact, I'm using a mirrorless camera to film this video. And what I want to inform you of is how the mirrorless camera works. It's a simple concept that's been around. I believe Panasonic started with the mirrorless camera. The mirrorless camera also is used in different events now. A lot of photographers are beginning to switch over with the mirrorless camera because not only does the mirrorless camera shoot fantastic photos in low light, also with the mirrorless camera you can use it as a video camera, because most of the mirrorless cameras shoot continuous video. When it shoots continuous video, not like a regular camera that shoots video, it usually shoots 20 to 30 minute videos, and then you have to edit the film together and to make one. But with a mirrorless camera, it shoots continuous videos. You can put a 64 gig memory card or 120 gig memory card in, and you can shoot as long as you want to. You could actually shoot a full-length movie with it. A lot of people are shooting music videos, movies with mirrorless cameras now. It's the big craze now. If you've ever picked up a cell phone or iPhone or Samsung Galaxy phone and you shot a selfie or use it to take pictures with a selfie, you're using a mirrorless camera. I've switched over to mirrorless camera simply because of the size and not having to use a flash. With a mirrorless camera, you don't really have to use a flash. I remember years ago you had to use a flash whenever you took pictures in low light. You would see the cameras with the big flash on top, and usually with the big flash on top, by the time they take the picture and it kind of blinds you and you can't see without it. But with the mirrorless camera, it pretty much eliminates the flash. They all come with built-in flashes, but if you set the camera right, you never have to use the flash. I've taken pictures in night photos, candlelight birthdays, and things of that nature, and never had to use the flash, and the pictures come out excellent. With the mirrorless camera, it's a technology that's taking or sweeping the country. A lot of the people in the photography industry are switching over to the mirrorless camera. Matter of fact, I read a couple articles where the photographer switched over to mirrorless camera. Andrew S. Gibson, he's a photographer, instructor at the Digital Photography School, and you can find him at the digitalphotographyschool.com. And he had an article where he said the mirrorless camera is a better tool utilizing manual focus lenses, because manual focus lenses, for one thing, they're not used now because they were used back when you used the old film cameras. So a lot of people use the digital automatic lenses. But if you use, if you have a mirrorless camera, you can use a one of the older, which are a lot more reasonably priced, the older manual lens cameras or manual lenses. With the manual lenses, using with a mirrorless camera, they take excellent photos. And I've used them. Actually, I've used the manual lenses with a mirrorless camera, and they've taken excellent photos. Even in low light, outside photos, landscapes, water scenes, they take excellent pictures. And the next time you take a picture with a cell phone, you're actually using a mirrorless camera. It's the newest thing. It started a few years ago, and ever since I've started using one, I never use a flash again. And it takes excellent photos. Photos outside in light. You can do movies with it, shoot full-length movies, videos. A lot of people are using them in music videos because they're actually they're in 4K. And a lot of the digital cameras, you can't find those in 4K. But you can find the mirrorless cameras. Those are in 4K. So the pictures are so excellent. Matter of fact, the pictures are so good that they look as if they're in 3D. That's just how clear the color is. Excellent. The blacks and the whites are excellent, especially when you're shooting videos. Oh my God, it's awesome. So if you ever get a chance to experience what you have, if you've used a cell phone, that's a matter of fact, that's why a lot of the cell phones, especially if you're using an iPhone, that's why it takes such beautiful photos, because sometimes you can compare an iPhone photo with a regular digital camera, and it looks as if you use an expensive camera. The mirrorless cameras are very reasonably priced. They can start from the beginner mirrorless cameras. Those are usually run from $200 to $300, and you can go up to around $3,000 if you want to get into the actual photographer or full frame cameras. Digital cameras are the newest thing. I just wanted to inform you on those and let you know what a fantastic thing that they are. I also read another article about by Jim Hammer, or John Hammer. He works for improvephotography.com, and his article was improving 16 advantages of a mirrorless camera and why I switched. That's the name of the article that I read, and he made some very valid points in the article. He was saying that how it was a better tool for manual focusing, and the mirrorless camera actually focused faster and better than the regular digital cameras. So he is very informative. I read the article was very good. He brought out a lot of valid points, and a lot of the points were some of the reasons why I switched to the digital or to the mirrorless camera from the digital camera. I still own a digital camera. I still love it. It's an excellent tool for if you're in photography, because I shot weddings and baby showers, and I had a lot of photos that I shot over in New York, and I used the mirrorless camera, and they came out excellent. Even on overcast days or sunny days, they still are such beautiful photos. And if you ever get a chance to, or the next time you're using a cell phone or taking a selfie with a phone, you're actually using a mirrorless camera. So the mirrorless cameras here, some people still prefer the regular digital camera. I'm a person that likes gadgets, so I like both, but I do prefer